Good evening, everyone. It's great to be here to talk about the TiE program. We all know now that it's now more than ever, we need to groom the next generation to think about becoming employers and not just think employment for themselves. Creating jobs is going to be the need of the hour, and it is going to be very important to youngsters in the coming years. And youngsters are fully aware of this and they are raring to go. They're all thinking of solutions, more so after the COVID, 2 years of COVID times, when they have really been exploring things on their own and are not really getting spoon fed. They've started thinking of ideas, and there are a lot of inquiries about how can we get into business. And you will find more and more startups coming in from youngsters only because of this. There is this fear and the drive to get into business and do something on their own, which is why TiE is more important to students today than ever before. TiE Kerala has been part of the TiE program for the last few years now, and under the leadership of Anisha, we have reached out to select schools, and we've had a select number of students mentored to go to the competition. And some of the students from government schools in the recent times have also come back with awards. Let us just take a look at the video, which will take us through the journey of TiE by TiE Kerala in the last few years. Shall we see the video, please?
Young Entrepreneur, TiE, a program by TiE Kerala, intends to equip students with entrepreneurial skills. It also strives to nurture their ambitions, incubate ideas, develop soft skills to lead, influence, and work better in teams, and introduce them to successful entrepreneurs, investors, and startup service providers.
The breakdown of the costs we incur in the first year.
Is it an existing process or it's a new process which you've done?
And by year 2, we are planning to go pan-India.
Customers children or students.
The TiE program has been designed not keeping the competition in mind. The focus is on the journey and what you learn during that journey.
Started in 2016, TiE targets high school students aged between 14 and 17. Over 300 students from across Kerala have benefited from this. Began with private schools, it later extended to government schools. In 2020 to 2021, the team for Government Higher Secondary School for Girls, Ernakulam South, representing the TiE Kerala chapter, won the Popular Choice Award at the TiE Global Student Pitch Competition. In 2020, TiE Kerala team world-class from the Government Higher Secondary School, Nadakava, Kozhikode, participated in the global finals and entered the semi-final. TiE has 3 phases: instructional, mentoring, and competition. In the first phase, student teams brainstorm ideas and create a business plan presentation. In the second phase, experienced entrepreneurs will mentor them. The third phase involves business plan and product presentation. Thus, an entrepreneur is born. Join TiE to experience the spirit of entrepreneurship.
So, looking back, it has been a very, very beautiful journey, and it has also taught us a lot, because we realized from the enthusiasm of these students, we realized that there is a lot more that they want from TiE, and many more students can benefit from it too. So going by that, we were wondering how we can actually extend this program beyond just the competition, the global competition, and make it reach out to more number of students through a mass mentoring exercise. So this year onwards, we decided that we would look at 2 phases of the program, where in phase 1, we look at mentoring schools in en masse. That is, like, we take more number of students and take them through the mentoring program. And because of the online advantage we have today, thanks to COVID, all students are anyway studying online. So it was easier to reach more number of students online with our program. So we thought we will do it in phase 1, where we actually go to this mass mentoring, and from there pick up these really good teams and take them through the mentoring session for the final, which is a final competition, which will happen after the exams. So going by that, we decided to talk to many schools, and we received very good response. Unfortunately, because of COVID, the schools were not opening soon enough, and they have just opened since the last 2 weeks. However, the good news is that we got a big yes from almost all the schools, and the first date happened and the launch happened today. And it's a very important day for us because it happened in Bhavan's Vidya Mandir Elamakkara, where we had 120 students attending physically and another 100 plus students attending online. And it was an extremely interactive session. And from the feedback that we have and from the sheer enthusiasm of the students, we realized that through the COVID phase, it has actually, they have groomed themselves to be more independent. They're thinking independently. They were brimming with ideas, and they were all set to launch something or the other. The minute we divided them into teams, you could see the enthusiasm and the drive to want to make a proper pitch. And we had a series of excellent pitches for a sample that we had given, a sample case study that we had given, and the pitches made by those students, even as novices, they're really commendable. The prizes were given away, and we have also got a request from the very same school asking for a repeat session, asking for a follow-up session so that students can come back to us and come back with their feedback and their ideas. In fact, they didn't even want to leave. They were actually getting around us and wanting to discuss this more, and talking to some of the other charter members as well as the young startup founders who we had present over there to motivate and talk to the students. It was extremely encouraging. And we have actually assured that there will be a continuing program. And we also intend to form a sort of alumni group, a group of people, of students who are interested, who were the better students, and who would continue to get trained and mentored through the TiE global program. The global program per se, the curriculum has proven itself by becoming something that is very, very easily adaptable and understandable by students. Students tend to figure it out very easily. And we figured today also, we realized that even in 3 hours flat, we could actually get them through the entire program. And towards the end of 3 hours, they had literally gone through every stage from ideation to lean canvas and to business plans. So this has actually given us more hope to reach out to more number of schools in the coming days. I would just like to take you through some of the photographs of the inauguration ceremony this morning and the interaction with the school, with the students in the school. Photographs, please. This is the inauguration event this morning, and that was the principal of the school, Sunita ma'am, addressing the audience. We had our charter members. We had our president Ajit Mukund there. We had our charter members Nawaz Miram. We had our charter member Jimon, who said he would join us a little later, but he could not. We have our charter member Kamath, Ravindra Kamath here. You can see him lighting the lamp. He was there with us throughout the session. It was excellent because the interaction and the support that he could give the students was commendable, and students were extremely happy and impressed with the program. And the inauguration program went very well. We had the Bhavan's consultant, Mrs. Meena Vishwanathan, from the Bhavan's educational consultant that she is, and she was also chairing this session. So the program went off very well, and we are completely encouraged by the response that we got. And we have already shared our mail IDs and details with them, and we intend to take this forward. You can see here the cluster of students who simply did not want to leave. So in fact, we are very, very enthused by this, and we are really hoping to take this weekend after weekend through various schools. We have a list of schools who have already enrolled, and we will be taking this program continuing through various schools, including government schools. We're very happy that we have reached out to more than 220 students today in a single day. Our sponsors were also charter members, and there are more people, more charter members of ours who are really wanting to be part of this program and in the mentoring sessions also. This is all about TiE today. I'd like to close with this. Thank you very much. Over to Revathi.
Thanks, Vinodini. Thank you and congratulations on the launch today.
Thank you.
Arun, can we have the PowerPoint, please?
Sure.
Thank you, Arun. Good evening, everyone. I'm Revathi Krishna, TiE Charter member, and also the chair for the TiE Women Program for TiE Kerala this year. I just wanted over the next few slides, I explain to you a little bit about the TiE Women Program and how it's going to change the way women entrepreneurs are going to work, not just in Kerala or in the country, but pretty much all over the world. Next slide, please. So this is a vision and the mission, but if I had to summarize it in one single phrase, it's providing women entrepreneurs access to funding, to networking, to learning, to mentoring, and most importantly, opportunities. Providing a great ecosystem for women entrepreneurs to where they feel supported and thrive. Yes, Arun, can you hear me?
9 minutes.
Thank you. Next slide, please. So what is the TiE Women Program, right? The TW program, it is very basic. It's a global pitch competition. But what we start off with is inviting applicants from women founded or co-founded. They have to own at least 33% of the company, and they have to play an executive role. It's not just a figurehead. They have to be part of the daily decision-making plus the strategic decision-making. We invite applicants who are less than 7 years old. They have to be either in the growth phase, which is they have sales and revenue. They have to be or the startup phase where they have a MVP. Pre-startups are pretty rare, but ideally if they have a good POC or at least a solid concept, then we do invite them in also. Once we get the applicants at the chapter level, there's a whole bunch of mentoring, one-on-one hand-holding masterclasses that happen. And we also have a chapter level pitch fest where we select the top the top winner and the runners up who go on to the India level and also to the global level. Luckily this year we had it's COVID and we could get awesome classes, awesome speakers from all over the country to speak on our master classes. And at a chapter level, we had 3 levels of mentoring that we did. One was on a communication and presentation for the pitch fest. Second was our charter members got involved and did a sector-wise or industry-wise mentoring so that they understand the trends, the applicants understand the trends. And the third level was where they had one-on-one sessions on finance, which is finance modeling. That is the TiE Women Program at a glance. The global pitch competition ends up with a winner and 2 runners-up getting a total prize money of 100,000 USD, and this is equity-free money. So serious business, a lot of money involved. And the next slide will show you the leadership team at the global level. As you can see, the support for TW is reflected by the leadership team and also simply the amount of support it's getting from the business community. So for instance, this is only the 2nd year of the program. We already have a 5-year commitment by GITEX or GITEX, however we say Dubai, which is a premier IT expo, where they have committed to giving us, supporting us, hosting and sponsoring the Pitch Fest competition for the next 5 years. We also have a TiE charter member sponsoring 500,000 USD as prize money for the next 5 years. I'm in Bangalore right now, so we just finished an accelerator session for all the runners up in a chapter, and the global board of trustees were pretty much there. Praveen, we had Mahavir, we had Arun. And so the support from the TiE global team, leadership team is immense. Not to mention the world-class speakers we had. We had Abhay, co-founder of Licious. We had Daisy Chitlapalli, the president of Cisco India. We had Anjali Sosale, who's, I think, the founder of Waterbridge, which is probably the 3rd largest VC firm. So the access to speakers, access to the kind of learning that TiE Women promises its applicants is immense. The next slide will show you all the participating chapters for this year. This year we received over 1,000 applicants, which was way less than last year. Last year we had 2,000 plus. But this year we did make it stringent. 33% equity was a must-have. We did not let go of that. We also insisted that the founder or the co-founder present at the pitch to the VCs and the angel investors. Of course, they could have help from the co-founder, but they had to primarily do the pitching. So the criteria became a bit more stringent. And we received applications from over 30 countries. Of course, a country or a city that did not have a TiE chapter could apply through the nearest one. So one of our winners was from Toronto. They applied through TiE New York. Another person was from Egypt. They applied through TiE Dubai. So these are our participating chapters, 36 participating chapters. The next slide, please. Yes, these are our winners at GITEX Dubai last month in October. A special mention to Neha Jain. I'm not sure how many of you have heard of the her company Zero Circle. So she takes seaweed, that you commonly find in the oceans. She's taken it and created a plastic substitute. She was not at a liberty to divulge who her client was, but she has got a global FMCG who has signed her on to supply grocery bags for all their retail outlets and all their packaging in India, and soon to take it globally also. So an amazing product, an amazing presentation. This was at the winner at TiE Global. The next slide shows our India winners, which happened at the Bombay Stock Exchange last week. It was a goosebump moment for me because we all were at the old trading floor. The entire event happened at the old trading floor. There was a gong, that the bell where they indicated the beginning of the trading. And special mention again to Dr. Anuya. She is the founder of Serigen. Now, for those of you in the medical field, know that silk thread has been used for close to 200 years now for sutures. But she has created a special, and I'm sure I'm getting this wrong, she's created a special formulation that could be shaped into a putty or shaped into any shape you want. And this is used for during surgeries as to increase tissue regrowth, bone repair. So this was a unique function that her product serves, and she was an amazing presentation and the winner for at the India level. And the next slide shows winners close to my heart, which is can you have the next slide, please? Yeah, this is our chapter winners and our runners-up. Truth be told, when Vinodini, by the way, who was my co-chair this year, Vinodini and I took up this program, we were not sure if we would even get 10 applicants, but to our pleasant surprise, we got close to 25 applicants. 3 of them, we had to turn them down because they did not meet the equity requirement. But our chapter winner, Dr. Priya Rao, and we meant to take 2 runners-up, but out of the 22, we just felt the jury could not decide who was the better runner-up among the last 4. So we decided to include all 4 of them. Actually, it was a TiE Global decision. They include all 4 of them as part of the runners-up cohort. Dr. Priya Rao, Pelican Thermogenics. She has a product that uses microwave heating principle to make sure farmers help them dry the produce quickly, cheaply, and in half the space in terms of occupying the machine occupying the space. So again, an amazing product. She also was the top 8 at the India winner. Can we go back to the previous slide? I would like to introduce a big thanks to Vinodini for standing by my side during our debut year of TiE Women. And I wish her all the best at TiE. I would like to welcome my co-chair, Rajesh Nair, TiE past president and of course charter member, associate partner at Ernst & Young. He is going to bring the much needed processes, methodologies, and the sponsorships that will help take TiE Women at the Kerala level to the next, absolutely to the next level. The last slide is nothing much but a thank you. Thank you for listening to this. And if you are interested in sponsorship, if you're interested in getting involved as a mentor, or at the very least, opening up your Rolodex, your network to a woman entrepreneur so that she can get the next opportunity, we'll be happy to partner with you. Looking forward to ensuring that we provide a welcoming, supportive ecosystem for women entrepreneurs, not just in the state, but all over the world. Thanks again. And I welcome you to enjoy the rest of the evening. The valedictory function is about to start, and